gonna go ahead and shoot. Shoot. You see somebody? Where is they shooting at?
We will never go into a major operation, be it disaster relief or major combat operations, in any group other than a coalition. We will never go as a single nation again. We need to be able to work together. We need to be interoperable. And the only way we can be interoperable when we need to be is to practice. BoldQuest gives us the opportunity to practice 100% of the time we're here.
Since BoldQuest's beginning in 2003, the main mission remains the same. Improve allied nations' abilities in joint coalition fires, integrated air and missile defense, digitally aided close air support, friendly force tracking, virtual mission training, and this year, Coalition Intelligence, Surveillance, and Reconnaissance, or ISR.
This particular BoldQuest is the biggest and best we've ever had. 14 partner nations and over 1,000 soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines that participated from the different coalition partners. We had never brought a coalition network in before. This time we had a mission partner environment where people could talk on a coalition network. Huge advances forward in every other area because they're all connected by the network. The other big event was bringing ISR in. ISR is a huge demand. It's used by all the nations. It helps us prosecute whatever we have to prosecute. We were able to use shared ISR in this BoldQuest.
BoldQuest main operations were conducted at Fort Bliss, Texas, White Sands Missile Range, and Holloman Air Force Base, New Mexico. These locations provide the needed space and equipment for this sort of large-scale training. This year's partner nations included Australia, Belgium, the United Kingdom, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Sweden, Canada, and American soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines. BoldQuest 15.2 brought the introduction of ISR to the Joint Coalition environment. Partner nations utilized ISR from multiple ground and air sources for target engagement in multiple missions and throughout the common joint forcible entry operation scenarios.
During CWG3, one of our BoldQuest planning conferences, the Norwegian Brigade presented a coalition ISR and joint fires concept. It was their idea. By them bringing that concept to BoldQuest, it allowed us to run a scenario-based ISR collection management plan. So normally in BoldQuest, there isn't a scenario integration. It's more of a demonstration. This year, because of our concept to test ISR C2 equipment, we had the ability, utilizing the scenario, to actually run a full collection cycle.
BoldQuest 15.2 also demonstrated several other areas of coalition interoperability.
The digital firing with the artillery, we fired for the first time digitally with the US artillery. The after integration for the DACAS on the F-35, the successful interoperability testing for the first time for Norway. We also managed to connect the Navy for digital fires from Fort Bliss, Texas into a fjord in northern Norway and do digital fires together with all the other stuff down here. So
BoldQuest Joint Fire Support had 13 nations working with 27 different system types, demonstrating coalition interoperability between Joint Fires officers, Joint Terminal Attack Controllers, and combined joint task forces.
It's actually the first introduction of the German Army joint fire capability into a BoldQuest campaign. We introduce our multi-link German gateway that is Link 16 and VMF capable, and we employ as well our Joint Fire Support Coordination Team and our Joint Fire Support teams. We employ as well JTACs on the ground with 3 different ground kits doing the ACAS. We have met our objectives, and in some areas we even succeeded our plans, so we are really happy having been here, and I'm looking forward to next year's Bold Quest already.
Joint fire observers from 7 nations also demonstrated digital interoperability during live fires with the U.S. and Norwegian Housters and U.S. High Mobility Artillery Rocket Systems, or HIMARS. The main mission of Bold Quest is to advance interoperability in order to accelerate and improve the kill chain and improve communications for supporting fires from the sensor to shooter, regardless of the requester or provider's nationality, which makes integrated air and missile defense another main focus of functionality. Bold Quest 15.2 featured live and simulated sorties between Blue Force and opposing force events, focusing on air-to-air, surface-to-air, and air-to-surface engagements in a complex air and surface environment.
It's an interesting experience. So far we've integrated with the Army to test their air defense missile systems. We're here supporting Bold Quest as a part of the integrated air and missile defense portion of Bold Quest. Working with the Joint Air-Ground Integration Cell for the first time, that's probably the biggest thing that I'll take away, and I think our crew will, because we haven't worked with them before, and certainly not in this capacity.
12 nations provided over 70 JTACs to test and demonstrate interoperability while using digitally aided close air support, or DACAS. Boots on the ground aren't a new thing in war, but the way they are protected has evolved greatly. With DACAS, there's a faster response to support and protect ground forces during person-to-person events.
We're doing tests out here, bringing in partner nations, coalition members as part of the Digital Aided CAS or DACAS community in order to test their systems for interoperability. It's important because we want to make sure that all of our coalitions can speak together in the digital CAS community. So for example, if I've got a JTAC from one country on the ground operating with a U.S. aircraft that maybe have a different system than what they're used to working with. We want to make sure all the systems can speak a common digital language. So when the JTAC on the ground is transmitting a digital aided CAS message to an aircraft in the aircraft sees the message, it's able to recognize the message, and then vice versa, the pilot's able to transmit that message back to the JTAC on the ground. And with all the different systems that are out there, there's various computer languages, different systems have different compatibilities, and what we're doing is making sure that all these systems are able to talk to each other so we can utilize our coalition partners when we're out in the field and we're executing close air support.
We provided a new DACAS suite for the Tornado aircraft, which we tested here the first time. It hasn't even been tested aircraft-wise or flying-wise in Germany, so it's really the first test we're doing with the system here. We're very, very happy how the system has proved to work.
In addition to digitally aided close air support, Bold Quest offered coalition forces the opportunity to test handheld friendly force tracking systems during shared situational awareness. These systems allow fixed-wing air crews to track friendly ground forces to avoid friendly fire and fratricide. While Bold Quest 15.2 offered a wide variety of highly effective training demonstrations and evolutions, some scenarios couldn't be recreated. To mitigate this, part of Bold Quest took place in a virtual environment. Coalition JTAC forces were given the opportunity to train together in virtual close air support and close combat attack simulations. Bold Quest 15.2 once again proved to be a vital tool in developing and strengthening coalition interoperability. This year's demonstration proved to be the most complex Bold Quest to date and included the first implementation of the Joint Staff J6 Design Mission Partner Environment and numerous precedents such as digitally aided live artillery fires provided by the United States and Norway to other partner nations, and the first DACAS mission between Norwegian JTACs and U.S. F-35 aircrew. With many partner nations, services, commands, and programs poised to build upon these achievements, the future prospects for Bold Quest 2016 and beyond have never been more exciting. Fortune truly does favor the bold.